It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Temple Owls, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So offense will start this game off. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments. It is so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Guys, let's think for just a moment about Temple. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
So the Oregon Ducks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college.
Turning it on! And it's a fumble on the play. Oh, the offense fortunate on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Take it down, first.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Smith. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They get him down to this offensive setup. 1st and goal from the 9. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. The option look. He'll toss it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! Great job by the back on the option.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to pass. It's Bobo. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Here's a hit. Stands in and takes the hit. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. The Owls are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. He's going to let it go. Makes the catch down the right side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to take off. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. And that's a live ball behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home 4.
Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafened. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in on the right. Wide open spaces. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Temple.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Buys a little time. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete as he threw the helium ball trying to float it in. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's DeLuca. Stop right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down.
Look on the curl.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's landing. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs.
Check those plays. I'm looking for DeLuca.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown!
Welcome to the league, freshman.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the ground with the back. He breaks a tackle. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Scanning the field, it's Bobo. He's got an open man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage.
Routed up over there.
41 with the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You can tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm barely on the second down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive game.
Hey, he's getting toasted, man.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. The give on the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding...
Oh, he's got some space. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Owls. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Here he comes from inside his own
block the guy that's running
and
directly
the returner will be dragged down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown. He wants to take the top off. Snatches it on the run. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Ducks want to move quickly. Running back searching for a hole. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback security blanket, especially down here in the red zone.
That time,
he just dropped it.
Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Right down the boulevard, it's good. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Drills him with the stiff arm. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return
starting to be a
man.
goddamn special team
Temple
demon.
takes over and the offense will return to the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again.
Somebody get there,
Fires to the
man.
big fella. On the move at the 30.
Sorry, nigga, bro.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the
224
47.
passing.
Big play
Fucking
out of the
first
gate
half.
to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking to throw, it's Bobo.
Catch the ball.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. after the incompletion. Back to the passing game.
No identity.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down.
I don't even know what team
you
you playing with. No idea.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on
Who
this
are
drive.
you?
But now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Wants to keep it in the air. He's going to let one fly down.
There you go,
the
freshman. Oh, that's not the first. That's the same
It's
one.
intercepted. He's knocked down the
The candlestick is the last time, man.
interception. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Got 3 on first down and second and 7.
Right there.
He wants to change this route. Rides the back on the option to give. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Trying to set up the screen. Quick spin on the run. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded at several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's DeLuca. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Throws for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Backed up now here, 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Down, but he has enough to move the chains. And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Wide up trying to get it in. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. 2nd and goal for the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Ford. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. Finds a little space. And he's knocked down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to throw, it's Bobo. Looking for a huge play. He's got it. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Owls can really attack on this second and short. Behind his big tight end.
Computer.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw it. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds after a big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He wants to throw it. Swings it out to the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. Dropping back, it's Bobo. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the try is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Snags a quick pass on the left. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gonna let it fly. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call it.
Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And it's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yarder. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Bobo. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
Yeah, be
Really
aware.
nice
What are y'all
they
doing?
have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
6 catches?
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's McGooligan. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Nowhere to go, falling down. He goes at the 39.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. So it's spotted in the middle. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here.
Come on.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense had the absolute perfect play against that naked bootleg that time, bringing the corner blitz. He got back so quickly, was right in the QB's face, and he barely had enough time to even get his head around after the fake. Really nice play call there by the defensive coordinator.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. To the air, it's Bobo. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And Oregon Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That's caught. It's landing. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Hike it, hike it, hike it, hike it, hike it, hike it.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And the pummeling has started.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, when I'm a receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They've got a... And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Crazy switch.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep.
Pushing right, we're pushing right.
He'll field it close to the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the marker. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Creates a little room. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Ducks are threatening in the red zone. Gives it on the option. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air, it's Bobo. They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. He saw man coverage, and the idea, just get it to my receiver as quickly as I can and let him work, David.
See man and see the cushion and see the guy backed up a little bit. Now I know I can get it to him right now and get a positive gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the foot. And the defense, got him at the 27.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The run to the left. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And the Ducks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll pull it on the read. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Might be looking to run. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He has the first and still on his feet. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Gets it out quickly. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's packed.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quick pass on the jet motion.
Block the right guy, man.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now on the option. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's piled up 112 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The handoff, keep working on that clock. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. To
the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Fighting off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Running to Green. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They bring the punter onto the field now. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Quick with the spin move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Ducks in the hurry up. He'll do it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.